Hey guys, Nick from The Niche Show. I'm doing this on video. It's not going to become a habit, I don't think, but I'm doing it because there's a question that I think a lot of us are asking right now, and it warrants a little bit of conversation. That is, do you need to do video? It's a hot button topic right now. Everybody's putting video on their websites, and I'm not talking content video, like music, that sort of thing. I'm talking about you. Basically this, a talking head. It's not always appropriate, sometimes it is, and I just kind of want to go over that a little bit. One of the things you have to ask yourself is, do you have a message or a product that needs a face to help you sell it? I use Frank Kern as an example. This is a guy, he has a lot of internet marketing, just basically marketing programs he sells, and his whole style is, long surfer hair, hanging out at the beach. He doesn't wear socks, and he's flashing a $15,000 gold Rolex. It works for him. I'm sure it appeals a great deal to the guys he's going for. It turns me off a little bit. It looks like he's almost trying too hard or almost not enough. I don't know, but either way, it has its approach, and he's doing it for a reason. Whether you need to do that, you be the judge. The other thing is, do you have a face for radio? News anchors are generally, for a good reason, attractive people. No one wants to sit staring at a ugly mug for half an hour getting your news. You may be doing that right now looking at me, but hey, that's that's your call. If you have a loyal following already, then this is kind of a non-issue. I'm thinking about some particular fantasy authors I know of. They're kind of funny-looking dudes, but you're riveted by them for the content they've already created, so you want to watch them, and I can appreciate that. So again, keep that in mind. Is it something that you've already got and people are hungry for? I think of half of the celebrities out there, the ones that aren't on TMZ all the time, people are hungry for them. My feeling though is most of us aren't in that category right now. The other thing is, you gotta look the part. And this is a little harsh, maybe, but frankly, if you don't look like what you think you should look like for your business, let's say you have a business selling makeup and you've got an ugly mug, that probably won't help you out. So you kind of have to use your judgment there. It can be a little rough to look in the mirror sometimes and say, do I not have the face for this? But you might have to do that. The other thing too is surroundings. I'm just sitting in my hotel room here. I wanted to do this outside. The wind is blowing a little hard for that, so you get a lot of the wind noise in the mic. But generally, you got to keep that in mind. Again, it depends what you're talking about. If you're selling vacation, properties, and you're sitting in a basement with a filing cabinet behind you and a world map glued to the wall, that's really not gonna instill that excitement in your customers' eyes or potential customers' eyes. You're gonna need to be sitting in front of that beautiful mountainside or maybe the beach with the waves rolling in. Keep that kind of stuff in mind. People get bored otherwise, like this plaid chair I'm sitting in. But hey, I'm not selling anything. Again, it's all relative. If you're a graphic designer, then you're going to want to be in a setting that kind of inspires that sort of thing. Basically wear a black turtleneck. No, I'm joking. But, what works for a graphic designer, I guess, doesn't necessarily work for the guy selling travel stuff, and it also doesn't work for the guy selling camera gear. The other thing, too, there's really no room for subpar. There used to be. Even so, a year ago, definitely, even 6 months ago, there was a lot more space for shoddy video. It was almost as if, hey, he's got video, it's unique. That doesn't fly anymore. 6 months ago, I bought a camera for video blogging, and it is already not pulling its weight. I don't use it for that, and that's amazing. October to now, I guess it's more than 6 months ago now, but that tells you something. There's very little room for a grainy video that just has your face yammering on it and people say fantastic, it's excellent video quality, it's not enough. So if you're not going to play the game seriously, again, relative to the market you're in, it might not be worth trying to get into. Something else, can you think on your toes? Now, I've made some notes here. If you notice me looking down, I'm okay making thinking on my toes. If it's a conversation, I find it tough, quite frankly, to stare at a lens and think there I go, I stumbled. Think fluidly. You got to be able to put your thoughts together eloquently. If you can't do that, if you're basically crippled by a camera, again, really, you might want to think of staying away from doing something in front of a lens, especially if you need to craft a well thought out, a well positioned statement, and you stumble and bumble over that, you're going to lose people. The other thing, quite frankly, you got to know your audience, and that might be, stating the obvious, but I had a conversation with someone about this the other day. You need to know how they're consuming your information. If you know that you have the guys who are spending hours on your website and they want to sit there and they'll digest whatever you have to give them, then take advantage of that. That is a very beneficial thing for you to have, and you're very lucky. Most of us don't get that. I know me, I drive a lot, and really that's how I consume most of my information, in podcast form. And I can tell you, with the popularity of video, as more and more podcasts have switched to video, I don't have time for them anymore. It's not a matter of, I'm so busy and that guy is not. It's a lifestyle thing. I happen to spend a lot of time during my day in my car. Now, if I happen to be spending a lot of time waiting for things to load on my computer, if I have that sort of job, then that's the time I have to spend, and I can sit and watch a video. But right now, for me, that is a great way to lose my listenership. I just don't have the time for a video. When I get home, I want to consume information fast, and that's really where like an RSS feed of a blog fits me quite well, in addition to an audio podcast. I follow mobile technology fairly closely, and I'll use that as an example. If there's a new cell phone come out, I want to see two things. I want to see a quick picture of it, some sharp images, and I want to quickly read over the stats and a quick review. If it's something I really, really want, and it's not readily available, then that's when video comes in. But that's kind of the next step up. I don't think you can grab, well, you know what, depending on the product, maybe I'm wrong, maybe you can grab people with video, but again, it's something that I want to be able to quickly digest it, and as I walk up that ladder and become more and more interested, of course I'm prepared to put more and more effort into it. So again, apply that to whatever product or information you have. As you get deeper into that funnel, the people are going to be willing to invest more of their time and energy into this. I mean, case in point right now, if this is only a passing interest to you, you probably haven't even gotten this far into this video. If it's something that you truly are interested in, then hey, you've spent the few minutes that we've spent here. Simple as that. And of course, if you're just doing this for the love of it, ignore everything I've just said. If all you're doing is just you want to put your face on your website, maybe you have a very, very niche crowd and everybody in the industry knows each other, and just to help each other out, you'll each spend the time that it takes to consume each other's information and products. Hey, go to it. If you just want to talk about novels you read, ignore everything, as I just said. But if you are like me and you don't want to waste a lot of time on stuff that isn't going to have a return, then maybe put some of the things I've said to use, and hey, hopefully this was a bit of a help. Talk to you soon, guys.